So this is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. We're just going to jump into the beginning of the campaign here as the T-virus outbreak has started in Raccoon City. So you're going to see zombies and lickers, as well as some of the U.S. government, military, special forces showing up in Raccoon City to kind of figure out what's going on. Your job is to kill everybody and eliminate any evidence that the Umbrella Corporation was involved in this. So you play as one of the 6 members of the USS, the Umbrella Security Service. And Hunk, which is a fan favorite character, is sort of your leader, sort of commander, the proverbial badass. And so all the members of the USS are sort of proteges of Hunk, the original USS badass. This mission takes place in the Raccoon City Hall. The sort of core concept of Operation Raccoon City was to take fully fledged TPS action gameplay and jam it into the Resident Evil universe. So, you know, Resident Evil is traditionally a sort of survival horror franchise, but one of the things that fans and press alike have been asking about for a lot of years now is fully fledged TPS gameplay in the Resident Evil universe, and so Operation Raccoon City sort of represents an answer to that. And there's a cover system, there are different military class types. It's 1 to 4 player co-op, so sort of tactical TPS gameplay. But it doesn't mean that we're abandoning survival horror altogether. You can see that the beginning of this level is kind of moody, kind of dark. We're still going to try to scare you, still going to try to surprise you here and there. Even though the main mode of gameplay is very much survival horror. He just got grabbed by a zombie there. So we've got some quick kills, which you're seeing there, stomping zombies' heads. We also have, you know, class-specific ability kills, a few different grenade types, frags, stun grenades, incendiary grenades, of course exploding red barrels. We're playing as Vector, who's our recon class. He's got abilities like stealth camouflage, mimicry. He can take over the appearance of what enemy characters look like, sort of hide in the environments. He's using a zombie shield right now. So we've got a CQC system that allows you to attack melee 360 degrees, front, back, left, and right. From there you can hold the melee button, grab zombies, use them as a shield. You can hit a quick kill button and kill them, or you can use your ability button and do an ability-specific kill depending on your class. Here's Nikolai, fan favorite character from Resident Evil 3, showing up in City Hall here. As you play through the Operation Raccoon City campaign, you're going to run into all kinds of familiar Resident Evil characters, environments, enemies, boss characters. So everything that fans know and love from the Resident Evil 2 and 3 timelines serve as the sort of fictional foundation for Operation Raccoon City. But depending on how you want to play, you can choose to walk the line, keep the canon, keep the story intact, and not change anything, or you'll have interesting choices like whether or not you want to kill Leon, which obviously changed the Resident Evil timeline altogether. So here we go, rolling up through the basements of City Hall here. Our mission is to find all the public records and documents about Umbrella, burn them, get rid of them. So you can see that these USS guys, they don't think twice about killing zombies. They're specially trained by Umbrella. They know what the T-virus is. They know what Tyrants are and Nemesis is. They know what the T-virus can do. So this is not a survival story. This is a story about the nefarious Umbrella Corporation and all the evil stuff that they try to do to cover up the outbreak in Raccoon City. So here we go. We got some military type enemies to deal with. There's a stun grenade. We got, again, 3 different grenade types. Using stealth camouflage in conjunction with a CQC system. You can see how effective that is. We've got 6 different soldier types. recon, medic, assault, demolition, field scientist, and surveillance. They all have their own sort of their own set of passive and active abilities that you'll be able to unlock and upgrade as you play through campaign and competitive multiplayer mode. And all that stuff carries over. So if you unlock something in campaign, you can use it in multiplayer and vice versa. Same thing with weapons. You'll unlock weapons per class. All stuff carries over into different difficulties as well. So if you play through and upgrade your guy, you can go back to the beginning of the game, put it on the hardest difficulty setting, and still have all your weapons and abilities available to you. We got classic healing items like green herbs, first aid spray, as well as antiviral spray in case you get infected with the T-virus. There's a lot of different ways to get infected. If you get bit by a zombie, you'll get infected, and strangled by a licker, you might get infected. There's also zombie dogs in the game, sort of Resident Evil throwback. And if they bite you or you get jumped by a zombie dog and you lose the grapple minigame, you stand a chance of T-virus infection. But if you get infected, it's not over. Your health gauge will turn blue and it'll start counting down, and during that time you'll start turning into a zombie. Your screen will start to freak out a little bit, but you'll have a few advantages, like you'll only take damage to your head like a zombie, and you'll be completely immune to, and your body and your limbs will be completely immune to gunfire. But if your health gauge ticks all the way down, you'll turn into a zombie and turn on your teammates and attack them, and they can treat you just like a zombie, use you as a shield, shoot your arms off, etc. You can also be revived. So there's Vector using his ability kill. So now he's taken over the appearance of a US Spec Ops soldier. If you get killed in combat, if you get knocked down, you can be revived by your teammates. And it's not game over until all of your teammates are dead. And if one of your teammates survives and hits the next checkpoint, everybody spawns and moves on. So we keep the co-op gameplay pretty seamless and non-frustrating. If you do die, the checkpoint system is really simple, quick loading. You'll start right back where you were. So here's Nikolai taking out his UBCS squad mates, which, if you know your Resident Evil history, is part of Operation Watchdog and all the evil stuff other branches of the Umbrella Corporation were doing. So you can see it's much less of a resource management game this time around and much more of a full-fledged action game. You can, of course, tear through zombies without thinking about it. This is an early level, so there are a lot of zombie enemies. But we start throwing lots of different combinations of military-type enemies, BOWs, as well as, battlefields littered with zombies at you. And you can use them, which you're seeing Vector do right here with a zombie shield, avoid them, attack them in interesting ways. And we call that our three-corner conflict system, so in campaign as well as multiplayer. So Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is coming out early 2012 on PS3, 360, and PC.